Schramsberg Mirabelle Brut. It's a multi-vintage brut, so if you ever see NV or MV in front of a wine, or if it's on a wine list, it refers to multi-vintage, which means that they have sourced grapes from multiple vintages. Instead of a solid vintage, which obviously comes from one vintage, multi-vintage in the world of champagne is the true house style of a sparkling wine. Because the winemaker has to determine what percentage of each year they use to create a consistent style, it's a lot harder to do than to say, I'm going to use 100% of the 2005 vintage, and what I make is what I make based on what Mother Nature brought me that year. With this, it's literally working as a chef and figuring out, this year, because of what 2008 is bringing me, I'm going to need to use more 1990 to pump it up. I'm going to need to use a bit of 97 to give it some silkiness and so forth. And every year, winemakers will determine what the master blend will be to determine what their consistency of style is. So, Vauclicot is a great example. Their yellow label, they're making millions of cases of that stuff. And that winemaker every year needs to make sure that it's consistent, because they've got lots of exposure, lots of expecting, palates that expect a certain style, and it's not easy to do with what grapes come to you every year. So multi-vintage refers to that. Don't ever think that multi-vintage means it's less than a vintage. Generally speaking, it's actually preferred from the champagne house as their champagne style. This particular wine is made up of 71% Chardonnay, 29% Pinot Noir. Chardonnay is what's bringing the elegance. Pinot Noir is what's going to give you the body and fruit to it. Style-wise, it's right up the alley of what I expect out of a California sparkler. It's got lots of fresh pears and apples to it. There's a hint of strawberry when you bring it to the palate. It's got nice zippy acidity. It lingers for a bit, giving you kind of this biscuity, toasty aroma that is very famous in Champagne, but they're doing the top quality producers in California, I think, are doing a very good job achieving that with some age to their wines. And I think an overall great value at $25 is the regular price on it. Any questions on that wine? Do we like it? Yeah, first wine's always the best.